Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 3 and Black Ice and version 12.0.4 and the Swedish campaign. So Sweden won out on the vote that we had in my vote video. Now what I would say is it was very close. Brazil had a lot of votes as well. So I think we're going to do a Sweden campaign and then we're going to do a Brazil campaign. And we are going to be running a no neutrality Sweden campaign. However, to make it so that we don't get immediate buffs and benefits, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set some specific time stamps on when we can switch over laws when we go over to the no neutrality position. And I'm going to probably put a hard cap on when we can declare war. I think we should declare war from kind of the middle of 1938 time at the earliest. It's going to be a little bit of a role-playing campaign. Sweden gets an event which knocks our neutrality up by 100 quite early on, and it'll set us back a little bit. So this is the reason why I'm instigating this kind of rule set. And I don't want to give access to the really strong like laws and things, like just out of the gate, because otherwise we'll just be doing an overpowered run. So. But equally, I do want us to kind of take the countries around us. Maybe I'm not going to take Finland. I think Finland will keep as a bit of a stopper against the Soviet Union. But other than that, I do want us to kind of expand around a little bit. I've got an eye on kind of the Baltics, Norway, Denmark, maybe even Ireland, as mad as that might seem. I would say from the Faroe Islands, yeah, it's not quite doable, is it? But yeah, I've got some ideas and a few things that I want to do as Sweden. Now, I have set up the majority of our like political advisor situation. I've got our intelligence stuff sorted. I've done all of the like opening event things. We are playing on normal at the moment, and I've set most of the Axis to very hard. And I am thinking we are going to probably lean Axis on this campaign. I haven't 100% decided whether or not I want to go for the Allies or for the Soviets, or Germany, but I'm leaning towards a German kind of linked campaign, and towards maybe trying to lend a hand to Finland and moving into this area here. But yeah, it'll be fun. I'm quite looking forward to playing Sweden. I haven't played them in quite a long time, so. Interestingly, we've got a relatively decent amount of IC, but I wouldn't say it's a huge amount of IC. We've got a relatively good amount of leadership. We are improving our national unity, and we don't have any dissent gain at the moment. Starting manpower isn't too bad either. So 253 starting manpower is what I would define as probably passable. For a manpower pool, and we will get some things to kind of improve that as time goes by. I have set up some trades as well already, we should see those kick into gear in a moment. And I have set up our production queue. We've got a relatively decent navy, actually. We've got 7 coastal battleships, which is not an insignificant amount. You know, it's enough to probably rival Germany for control of, or being the major naval power in this part of the world, probably similar with the Soviets. They both have battleships, which does outdo us a little bit, but I'm going to aim to try and build up our navy a tiny bit over the next couple of years, like I've already started with. Just having a whiskey. So yeah, all things considered, quite excited to play a bit of Sweden, and I'm not sure how long this campaign will go on for. If I feel like it's kind of, you know, reached a bit of a climax relatively early on, then I'll probably finish it. But, you know, for an early game kind of expansion thing, I think it would be quite fun to do. So let's put it on speed 4 just for a moment. Get the trades in. Yep, perfect. And when we let it tick, we should see some events and things kick into gear. So we've got some ship armor focus now. We're just going to do cemented armor, closed hangar. And I think we'll do light aircraft, gasoline engine, cast armor, because that should favor, yeah, perfect. And then let's do general economy and get a little bit more IC. And we're doing a full production queue now, and a little bit more into supply, which is bloody good. Okay, so I'm going to do the easy strat resource. We've got interwar tank development. We're a major mining country, which is kind of cool. We could try and nationalize that. Gain a little bit of national unity there. Scripted invasions, sure. We've got a nice 0 on our industrial efficiency, so that's something. And I have set up our tech situation. We're doing mainly our industry and electronic techs and construction, but I am doing some of the research over here. In fact, I want to do medium fuel tank as well. So I might just shift that around a little bit, take these off, just so I can do these two, because I'd like to unlock light bombers and things a little bit sooner rather than later. And we've only got supplies for 22 days, so let's have a little look at our supply situation and reorganize. I'm going to put it on 10, just to build that up a little bit. And yeah, I do have all of our units a little bit more organized. In fact, yeah, let's position you on there just so that we don't lose one of our main resource gathering areas. In fact, we're going to do that with all of our major resource gathering areas. There we go, very nice. Move you to Malmo. Okay, and yeah, let's use our transport ships just to grab our units that we have here. We could, if we wanted, actually just leave behind that heavy artillery. That won't be a harm. That's fine. And yeah, I'm doing a little bit of a Navy stroke Army stroke Air Force refresh. We do start with some planes. It's not a massive amount. And yet we will take revolts. So we were at -4 and now we're at -2. So that's at least somewhat of an improvement. So if we look at frontline army units, we've got quite a lot of garrisons. And we've got a fair amount of kind of additional units here. So we've got a developed interwar navy. And automotive industry. So we're a medium development country. We're not exactly a bad development country, that's for sure. I imagine we're losing a little bit on supply at the moment, just due to strategic redeployment, because we've got some units and things that are making their own way over. So 4 shipyards, 2 mediums, 5, 6, 3, 2, 1. Military college. So we've got a relatively decent setup here. It's not too bad. Let's bring, yeah, the naval command back as well. And okay, I feel pretty good about everything. Let's move you over there and then we can do a little bit of a rebase mission. Lovely. So frontline unit wise, we've got probably a couple of corps worth of units that, you know, if we need to hold off an attack. But we're going to need to do a fair amount of like upgrade work. Our military isn't what I would define as brilliant, but it's passable. And yeah, we do have another couple of units actually making their way down that will be upgrade fodder as well. So we've got at least 3 garrison units that we want to upgrade. There's 1 infantry and 3 infantry attachments at the moment. So there's 6 units there that are immediate upgrade requests, plus another 1 garrison unit there. So we're talking a decent amount of upgrades. So another 7 units there, on top of the 7 or so there. So 15 divisions. That's not too bad. Right, let's do that trade with Germany. because we won't complain about that. That's not too bad at all. And yeah, let's move you over here. Okay, and we're doing the majority of our production queue now. And we should turn positive in a moment. So 19 days, that's nearly there. So we've got all of our units in situ. We've got several divisions up there and several more down here. Okay. Right, and then I think we want a couple of different army kind of groupings. So we've got those lot there. Let's do a little group here. And let's do a northern group. Okay, that's good. And then yeah, let's do a grouping in this part of the world. And then let's do a similar thing with the units that we know we're going to be upgrading and things. So let's take all of you. Like so. Something like that. So it's going to eat up a little bit more of our supply situation, but that's fine. Yeah, so both of those cores are going to be upgrade cores. And then these are going to be army cores at the moment that are actually relatively fit for duty. And then let's take all of you and put the first army into gear, and then attach that there. And then let's take all of you and let's attach that like that. Okay. So that's pretty good. I feel relatively happy with the setup we've just achieved there then. And we're now turning a positive, which is really good. 50 fuel for 48 money. I'm going to do that. And I'm hoping we can do a nice trade for rares in a minute. Let's have a little look at diplomacy and see who's doing well on rares, who we've got a good relationship with. So the Netherlands and Brazil would appear to be our key trading partners. I'm going to go for the Netherlands and do a trade for 18. And yeah, I can see that we're actually a little bit off the pace on consumer goods, but that's fine. And that should take us green on rares. Good. So we're still lacking a little bit on the supply front. Okay, and we are seeing a little bit of a decrease. That's not too bad. And in fact, our leadership position did drop a tiny bit off the back of that reorganization. But I would say it's definitely worthwhile. And yeah, we've got some motor torpedo boats due out soon. So now that the game has kind of kicked into gear, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set speed to just increase a little bit. We should see that descent start to disappear. Karlskoga. So, how do I pronounce that? So, let's go Karlskoga. Karlskoga. I think it is. Okay, we've got specialist training active. And we could actually have a little look at our laws just to make sure that they are the best. So yeah, 6-month draft probably is more efficient. And we could drop down just a tiny bit and go for average education investment at the moment, just while we're building. And yeah, let's do extra spies. Okay, and that's now got us a full production queue, which is good. And we're going to do pack artillery. I think what we want to do is we're going to do police buildings. Yeah, I think we can send in the security police, or we can do police buildings. Let's do police buildings. We're now only at medium popularity, which isn't great. We can get a veteran HQ unit, which unfortunately we didn't get. And yeah, our descent's gone. So let's put a little bit more into supply and just get a nice supply surplus built up. Okay. I feel pretty happy with things. Okay, so we're lacking a little bit on energy, but that's fine. We've got a 0.52 a day. We should get a trade at some point for that. Bank for international settlements. Yeah, let's lose 1,000 supply and gain a little bit of money. And we'll postpone that decision. We don't need to do anything on that front. Okay, and we've now got double in supply, so we should be really seeing that number tick up. And I want that to get up towards 25,000. Yeah, let's do that trade for money with Poland. They're a good trading partner for us. We've got a very good relationship with them. In fact, we should see some of the current relations is improving, so that's good. Now we are building up a little bit of supply. So 2 money for that much rares. Do we have a good enough relationship with Belgium? Yeah, I would say we do. Let's do that. And I know that we've got a good one with Yugoslavia as well, so that's good. Cut some of our deficits down. Now, I'm not too worried about deficits in coal and in metals. Because we should get some events soon because of the resource industrialist that will generate a few things. So energy and fuel. Hoping that we're all good elsewhere. So money for fuel. Oh no, I don't want money. I don't want fuel. No, no, no. Sorry. That's a big no-no. Sorry, Norway. I assume that, yeah, we get along quite well with them. We get along well with Denmark as well, apparently. How about Finland? Oh, we're very friendly with Finland. Right, Brazil will do a metal trade with us, and I'm not against that. Okay, and yeah, we will sign that naval treaty. There's nothing wrong with the national unity increase. And these motor torpedo boats are a decent first step in building up our navy a little bit. Because in these like kind of relatively local waters, they're going to be quite useful and effective. So we've got 26 there. Now, I'm going to put 15 into supplies and keep that building on up. But with that IC that we now have left over, I think that I would quite like to upgrade some of these units here. So we've already got a light infantry there, and I look at these and I do wonder if they should all be light infantry or ski troops. So we're going to go for ski infantry there with that one, and we're going to go for light infantry there with you, light infantry there with you, and light infantry there with you. Okay, that's good. And then similarly, I've got 2 light infantry there. Let's go for a ski brigade here, and a light infantry. Oh, oops, I didn't mean to select naval infantry, but that's fine. We'll have a naval infantry unit and a ski infantry there. And the naval infantry doesn't cost that much different to one of the others, so that's not too bad. And we should have the coastal submarine be done relatively soon. And that extra 2 IC will serve us well. Okay, not bad. So, we've got a little bit of land and naval and air build time, but we've got now more IC off the back of that. So, that's going to be massively helpful for us because I think we're at a full production queue. Happy days. That's good. Okay, and I would like some uniformity in our divisional structure, to be honest. But we'll see what we can do on that. Okay, and I see our supply situation ticking up quite nicely. Lacking a little bit on energy. So energy there, res short. Nope, that's good with me. Okay. Got that coastal submarine out. So is there anything else that I want that I'm not currently building at the moment? So we could get some more interceptors. So I think we will build another interceptor wing. We'll take this down to 15 to get that going. Because our submarines don't have that much ahead of them. Yep, so the Netherlands wants to do another trade for that. We'll trade with Australia. I'll take us green. A little bit more metal wouldn't be something that, yeah, that's fine. Thank you, Germany. Still making a whole shed ton of cash at the moment. Now industry isn't what I would call perfectly effective, but it's okay. Okay, not too bad. This feels under control. Feels like we've got everything. You know, we've got a relatively good nation. It's a pretty high amount of revolt risk, I've got to say. That's fine. And I am seeing our officer ratio improve after dropping a little bit. And yeah, I'll trade with Denmark for some rares. We got the research building quite early, so that's good. So, knowledge is power. We got a level 2 research center, and we got a little bit of leadership modifier, which isn't ever a bad thing. We can trade with Italy for sure. Oh, we are not doing a full thing at the moment. We've got enough spies for the moment, and we've probably got enough on there to do it. Let's leave it like this, and then just wait for attack to finish up. That research efficiency is going to be very helpful for us. It's the amount of IC we've got, that's the problem. Okay, so Italy has annexed Abyssinia. So we did support Abyssinia in that war. And we are friendly with both Brazil and the Netherlands. And we could do both of those because we've got the money to do it. So let's do that. Okay, yeah, so the census machine is going to be good for us. A couple of 38ers there. Let's take a little bit off just so we can rebalance our leadership allocation now. And with a bit of luck, that will bring some of our other technological things forward a tiny bit. Right, so our veterans have come back. Let's put that surviving militia unit out into the world. Okay, perfect. Let's get it in. Okay, and yeah, we don't have that long now before some of these units are built out. We are keeping our supplies building on up. Single engine airframe advance. Let that one run. We want to have a really modern air force, because when we fight our neighbors, air power is going to be key for us. Right, medicine, submarine crew. So yeah, we'll take that one away. Medicine we're okay with. Okay, let's do the seaport and the airport capabilities and get those going nice and early. Okay, radio technology. Yeah, we'll get that going. Okay. All things considered, feeling pretty good. Retractable undercarriage. Yeah, that's good as well. Let's get the radio detection equipment. God, that was a hard word to say there. And we'll do mass events. and yeah, there's some 34 infantry tech that we desperately need to get. So 1,000 supplies and 100 money, which will lower our revolt risk, give us a decrease on daily dissent change, and a little bit of ruling party support. Nothing wrong with that. So that still keeps us quite high, but does improve things a little bit. In fact, yes, I'll make it 2, which will make it a little bit easier. Nice. Coastal submarine class improvement. Let's get infantry guns. And yeah, let's get the tendency to drift. Don't want to get any descent change. We'll let the 36 techs run. Okay. Well, all things considered, I think we're in a pretty good spot. We're relatively organized, which is always what you want to be. Okay, submarine hull. Now, for anyone wondering why the music is a little bit quieter than normal, it's because YouTube is getting very finicky, and I've had a couple of instances recently where it's not even been showing my videos like more broadly. So what I might do on this series is I might add some music in like ADR in order to get around that, because I want there to be some backing noise other than my boring voice, but equally I don't want YouTube to restrict who can see the videos because of it. It would be very dumb if that continued. So I'm hoping I still got it in the background a little bit, but it's so low that I'm hoping that the YouTube bots won't have a problem with it. And I'm also hopeful that I can maybe put just a different track on, you know, something that isn't an issue, and then that will also work out well. Okay, let's get the submarine ones. Civil defense. Get propulsion for the torpedoes. Okay. Okay, Spanish Civil War. So, we're going to support a nationalist win. So, nationalist boost. And let's send troops for the Spanish nationalists. That costs us 6 manpower, but we'll get back some of that. And yeah, let's do a couple of the escort techs here. And hydrophone, let's get that going. Want a really modern small ship navy if I can. That will be the aim. Okay, we've had our first deployment, which is good. That frees up a little bit of production capacity, so we're now able to do the fighters at 100%, and they should all be out. They might all come out before the end of the year, we'll have to see. If we can have at least 12 fighter wings, that would be really good. First Moscow show trial, and a new monumental building for the nation. So now I want the university, but I need 25,000 supply. Yeah. Right, let's do this. We're going to do this madness. For a few weeks. Yeah, see it building up. 350 a day, 400 a day. That's not too bad. Well, we've got enough energy, thank you though. God. Everyone wants a piece of us. Right, Bjorn. Who's the closest? Probably... Who's quicker? You're 0.93. Yeah, that HQ unit's actually quicker. So let's go get the HQ unit to deal with it. Right, let's postpone those. Yeah, and the 710 there are improving. Let's get you and you. Get the ASW going. And the fire control computer. Nothing wrong with any of those things. Right, supply organization. Yep, both of those are worthwhile. And yeah, let's get... So these techs here are going to be really good for us because we've got a lot of light infantry and anything that boosts them up is going to be massively helpful. Okay, so oil refining, that's fine. Take that away a little bit. Yeah, we just lost the leadership modifier, but that's fine. I think that's all organized okay. Yeah, and we're not that far off being able to get the university. So yeah, you're worthwhile getting. The divisional command structure is worthwhile getting there. Let's get the university. So we will build that. And let's get back up to at least 10,000 supplies again. And yeah, that gives us such a big boost on our leadership position. Helps us a lot. And yeah, don't want anything there. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, I think that's organized nicely. Right, and there we go. There's the mine event. So this is important for us because it's going to help us with our current dependency on our allies. Or should I say possible friends and allies. Right, so I believe our strongest metal resource is up here. So I'm going to put the steel refinery in over here. Now, our best coal region, 0.7, 1.5, 8.2. Any advance on 8.2, 2.2, 0.8, 1.5. In fact, this is what the list screen exists for, right? Right. Brigade stats, planes, ships, brigades, politicians, convoys, strategic resources, resource flows. Right, so new. Buildings, controlled provinces, right, energy, yeah, so Stockholm is going to be our best bet. So let's go to Stockholm and chuck in our stuff. Similarly for Res, it's also going to be Stockholm, so we will build that up. Okay, that's not too bad. So that will have a very meaningful difference soon. And let's get rid of that little bit of descent that we've got at the moment. A little bit of energy. And yeah, a little bit more into there will make all the difference. Dry dock engineering. Let's go for construction. We can get the advanced coastal defenses. And yep, attritional warfare. Okay. Right, we've now got a very nice balanced economy. And the university definitely gave us a little bit of a bump. Let's just have a quick look at the politics situation, because I don't want the resource guy to be off. I want him to stay on. And yeah, who do we want here? Let's get the ruling party support in. Happy with that guy. So yeah, you're better for the reduction. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Okay, and our next coastal sub will be out in November time. And we're not that far off an episode end. So let's see if we can get through to the end of the year with all things intact. Right, medium fuel tank. 36, yeah, we'll let that go. None of that looks massively like I need to worry about it. Okay. Right, yeah, so light bomber I want to do. Twin engine airframe. I would really like to do that one. Let's get the light and medium bomber one going. Okay, military rations. Yeah, we'll let that keep going as well. 36 is quite low. Germany's trying to get us to join them. And we could get heavy armor forging, so we will. Let's take this back down to 35 and put a little bit more into officer ratio. Okay, and in 1938 we might want to switch to large, to the large education investment. Right, industrial zone organization at 38, that's fine. Right, are there any 37s that we want to be getting on top of nice and early? No, maybe basing. No, let's get infantry support weapons. I want to get ahead of the game on some of that. Yeah, and this all feels relatively strong. We can probably cancel any metal trades we've got now, so that's good. Let's cancel that one with Germany and that one with Brazil. Our coal mines are operating pretty well. Yeah, we still need everything else, but we've got everything going a little bit more green. At least we can satisfy our own metal requirements, so that's something. Right, agriculture advance. And yeah, we'll let that keep on ticking on up. We don't gain a lot of manpower at the moment, but we gain a little bit. Okay, radio detection equipment. Finishes up. And yeah, I want to do small arms. hopefully they'll be done relatively quickly. How is our research position looking? So we're making up for the technical specialist because of that one. So we're making up for that. We've got 2 research labs and things in there. So this isn't the worst research efficiency I've ever seen. Okay, and yeah, that's some torpedo techs that we don't need to keep on with. Right, yeah, engineer training, garrison redeployment. Definitely improve security units. Okay, and yeah, we are having a little bit of a tangible impact on revolt risk. Things seem to be getting a little tiny bit better, though it would be even more kind of helpful if some of our colleagues would support us a little bit more actively. Okay, so improve security units there. Let's get the truck and primer and the camouflage designs going. We're at 15,000 on supply. When we get to that point, I'm going to switch focus. Ah, good. We've got another fleet ready to go. So, you're a fleet of 1 level 3 and 2 level 2s. You're a level 2 submarine. You're level 1 submarines. You're level 2. And you're a level 3. So, we'll move you around. Oh no, you're a level 3 as well. Ah, what's going on? Let's get them all in. Okay. Let's upgrade both of these. Because, yeah, an upgrade doesn't take that long. And that naval infantry is nearly done, so that's something. A little bit more for supply just for now. Okay, and I think we'll end the episode once we see out the year, because we are very close to getting to the end of the year, and I would rather that that was done and dealt with. Right, -2, that's not too bad, that's good. Yeah, and we'll let the infantry weapon ones run. Right, radios, which would let us do broadcasting. Right, infantry guns, which is also worthwhile. Okay, we are looking at pretty much a done production queue. Let's not waste it. Okay, yeah, no, I don't want to do that trade. Ah! Advanced education investment. Thank you. And we can just let that ride. Happy days. Okay, yeah. Decent amount of officers that we're recruiting in the background. Right, and divisional command structure at 38. That's okay. Get artillery focus. Okay, and we've done the whole lot. Now, the question is, what do we want to build next? Part of me wants to build a couple of additional fighter planes. So, you know what? We're going to do that. And then, yeah, we've got some outdated coastal subs and things that we'll want to build up. Same thing with some of our destroyers, but we might just wait a little bit. So those are some very good submarines. They're also pretty good. So it's only these that are quite old. Let's improve those. Okay, specialist training 3 is active. Get a lot of organization for having that active, which is good. We've got a very elite army. Now we've got the next level of economic focus. Yep, we'll let the small arms keep on ticking. Right. Okay, and we did very briefly go in the red there. Okay, we'll let those run. We need to get these 2 techs to help support us along with the Special Forces upgrade. Asymmetric warfare is going to be an important thing for us because we're going to have much smaller military than some of our competitors. Okay, and I think the extra spies is probably paid off now. Let's do economic spying just to get the that additional benefit. We don't need to do the introduction help, that's fine. And I think we'll call it an episode there. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. I look forward to seeing next episode of Hearts of Iron 3 and the Sweden campaign, where we'll continue our build up. We'll try and get 1937 done in 1 year. Thanks again for watching. Bye bye.